Hi, Year 8. I'm just going to read through this Women in Black extract to you. Read along with me and hopefully it will help you to understand the extract in a bit more detail. So, some minutes later, I could not tell how many, I came out of my reverie to realise that I could no longer see very far in front of me. Okay, so if I'm not sure what reverie means, maybe we'll just have a look here and you can see that reverie is a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts or a daydream. And you can see here a girl having a nice little daydream there, okay? So we know that our narrator, the narrator is called Arthur in Women in Black, and he has just come out of his daydream, okay? And he's realised that he can't see very far in front of him, which is quite an intriguing first sentence. When I turned around, I was startled to find that Eel Marsh House, too, was invisible. Not because the darkness of evening had fallen, but because of a thick, damp sea mist that had come rolling over the marshes and enveloped everything. Myself, the house behind me, the end of the causeway path, and the countryside ahead. Okay, so there's a couple of words there that I'm not quite sure about. So Eel Marsh House is obviously the name of this house, and eel is a kind of an underwater snake that is quite creepy in itself. So I think that's probably why the writer has chosen that. And that's disappeared. That house has become invisible, and then he tells us why. And he says that it's not because it's become evening, so it's not because it's got dark, but it's because of a mist that has come rolling over the marshes. So first of all, let's have a look at what a marsh is. So a marsh here, you can see it's kind of a wet field with a mixture. This is a good one, a mixture of water and field. Okay, so that's what's surrounding him. And then a mist, most of you will know what a mist is already. That comes rolling over those wet fields. And mists, they're quite scary just because they stop you from being able to see what's around you. And then the narrator had said that he is on, so the deep sea mist rolls over the marshes and folds around him like an envelope folds around a piece of paper. Everything, myself, the house behind me, the end of the causeway path and the countryside ahead. So causeway path is a path that runs beside the sea. So this is the best one here. You can see there the causeway path is just along here. So you can imagine he's sort of around here, right at the end, and the mist comes and stops him from being able to see the end, which is scary because there's cliffs and the sea. Right, let's read on. It was a mist like a damp, clinging, cobwebby thing, fine and yet impenetrable. Impenetrable means you can't get through it, okay? So although it's fine and clingy like a cobweb, it's still very strong. It smelled and tasted quite different from the yellow, filthy fog of London that was choking and thick and still. This was salty, light and pale and moving in front of my eyes all the time. So there, moving in front of my eyes, we start to get the idea that it might be, it seems alive, doesn't it? Like its own sort of creature. I felt confused, teased by it, as though it were made up of a million live fingers that crept over me, hung onto me and then shifted away again. My hair and face and the sleeves of my coat were already damp with a veil of moisture. So this thing it's all over him. This it's a mist, but it seems like a creature, and it's really kind of making everything damp with a veil of moisture and making him very confused. Above all, it was the suddenness of it that had so unnerved and disorientated me. So although it is clinging to him and making him wet and feel horrible, the thing that has really shocked him is the suddenness of that thing that has come down on him. Okay, that mist that has come down on him. Okay, I hope that helps you to understand the extract in more detail. Good luck with the tasks and keep up the good work.